Have you taken a loan? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. I think it's foolish to pay off your mortgage, in America at least. America is different from most countries because in the United States, you can write off the interest on your mortgage. It's tax deductible. And so it doesn't matter how much money you have to have a mortgage, right? It's like a gift from the government. And a lot of people take too much advantage of it and over leverage themselves. And that's why in 2008, there was a massive housing crisis in America, but not as much in Canada, for example, because in Canada, you cannot write off the interest on your mortgage. Yeah. So you have to have that. You have to always have that. Yeah. Obviously, make your mortgage payments, otherwise your credit rating gets shot. Yeah. And for those of you that want to buy a house eventually or an apartment, just be careful with every single bill, man. I remember when I bought this house, I live here in a place called Hillsborough, California. I was long a couple houses, and of course I wanted to get a mortgage for this guy. And so Wells Fargo wouldn't let me. And I was like, dude, why? And they said, because, well, it looks like your credit rating, you had a bad credit rating because of some Nordstrom payment you missed. And speaking of Nordstrom missed earnings, their stock's getting crushed today, or yesterday, yeah. And so I went to Nordstrom, big clothing store here in America that's based in Seattle. I went to Nordstrom, and years ago, I must have opened a credit card at checkout because, you get big savings. I'm an idiot, though. I didn't pay it back on time. And so I begged the manager. I'll never forget. I went to the Westfield Shopping Center in San Francisco on Market Street. And I got down on my knees. I was on the 5th floor in that shopping center talking to the manager of Nordstrom. And I said, please, can you call the credit agency and remove this flag from my profile? And they did it. Yeah. Yeah. And even then, it was hard to get a mortgage. And so my mortgage broker, he was avoiding my calls. And I couldn't get him. Right? It was painful. And so I wrote the nicest recommendation for him on LinkedIn. I got his business, or vice versa. He worked with us. Yeah. All right. But I don't believe in getting a loan to start a company because if you miss one payment, the bank can take everything. I recommend getting high net worth investors to invest, and I teach that in my MBA program as well. Yeah.